Instead of making a schedule at the beginning of the year, try this instead. Let's try it backwards. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I am a homeschool mom of 10 years and I have one child left and we are in high school. So today I'm going to talk to you about scheduling and routines and how I've been doing it the last couple of years, and it's worked out really, really well. It is so much less frustrating when you try it like this. So here's my little trick, okay? This is not going to take very long, but it is very valuable, I feel like, when you get this down pat. So at the beginning of the year, and I did this in the summertime, I have a video on my little schedule here, okay? I know it says schedule, but it's not really a schedule, more so than a list, okay? I want you to think of this as a list of things to do, all right? So on this schedule right here in these blue boxes, I have the time that I expect these subjects to take. Are these going to be absolutely accurate? No, I'm making it in the summer. I have no idea. It's just an approximate time that I think it's going to take and what I plan to spend no more than this amount of time on it, okay? And then I have the days of the week up here, and then I have the subject, okay? So this is more like in these gray boxes are the subjects, okay? So I kind of have this mapped out, all right? Now, I am treating this as a list, like I said. So what I do, I have a whiteboard off to the side here. You can't see it. This is my homeschool room. My son's desk is right in front of me. So this whiteboard is right in front of his face. So what I do for him is I actually come over here and I write all the subjects that he has to do. Since he's been homeschooling since kindergarten, he kind of already has a rhythm in place. He knows what he wants to do first. He knows what he wants to do next, that type of thing. And it's kind of the same things that he's been doing over and over again every single year. He just kind of like falls into this order of operations, if you want to call it that, with his subjects. So I know that my child does Bible first, and then he typically likes to do math. He likes to get math over with in the mornings. You know what I mean? I don't blame him. I would too. I know that that's probably going to be the first thing that he does. So I put Bible and then I put math, right? I list out all of his subjects. And basically what I tell him is, I don't really care what order you do this in. I just need them all done. As long as you do Bible first, you can pick what you want to do for the rest of the day in order. So then I let him do that because, one, it allows your child to have some type of control over their homeschool. And two, the day typically goes a little bit smoother because he has that control, okay? So now that we have that established, what I do is I study him. I watch what he does. And I just see the order that he likes to go in. So I say, okay, so some of the subjects we do together, and he'll tell me, okay, I'm ready for history now. So then we will do history together. Now, he typically likes to do the same thing every day. And I know that that's not Charlotte Mason. I get it. I do. But I tailor my schedule in my homeschool to my son, not to a method, okay? I am not like super strict on that type of stuff because I'm educating a child, all right? So I want to make sure that I'm doing things tailored around him. And I am not like a purist, okay? I'm not a Charlotte Mason purist. I've said that over and over again. I use her methods, but I also hold things loosely at the same time because I'm going to do what's best for my kid. So with that in mind, he is very routine, kind of like I am. He and I are very, very much alike. So he likes to do the same things every day, which is fine for me. He likes to do the same things in the same order every single day. He makes his own routine. That's cool. That's fine. I don't care. So what I'm doing now is now that he's been schooling for several weeks, I can go back and I can put things in order that I know that he is doing them. So I watch him and he does the same things every day in the same exact order. And that works out really well for me because I can just kind of take notes like, okay, this is about the time we do this. This is when he does this. This is when he does this. And I can see about how long he takes to do each and every subject. And then I can go back because I have this schedule right here on my computer, which is that same schedule that I showed you guys. And I can basically just go in there and rearrange the little boxes and say, okay, we're doing biology around this time. We're doing math next, or we're doing, history after Bible, whatever it happens to be. I can just kind of rearrange them in the order that I know that he's doing those subjects. And I can kind of tweak his schedule, like, okay, this subject doesn't actually take an hour, it takes 45 minutes typically, and kind of rearrange my schedule a little bit. So we're doing backwards planning. So I'm taking how he's doing all of this and I'm putting it on the schedule backwards. So I'm not making a schedule and making him stick to it. I'm letting him dictate his own schedule, and I'm creating a routine and a schedule from how he is doing it. Works out a lot better that way, I've found. And then I can put this schedule in my notebook. I can use it for planning purposes. I can use it for records if you need that type of record for, a portfolio or something for your state records and things like that. I'm not sure how each state works. I know some states like to have portfolios. I think Florida's like that, but my state is not like that, although we have other regulations. Like, we have to do like testing at each and every year, that type of thing. But I don't have like a folder to keep, but I do like to keep records like that just for my own purposes. And I feel like it kind of helps me be a little bit more organized, especially in the high school years. And I like having these types of records and things like that, both digitally and hard copies for their own portfolio, because I make an actual high school portfolio for each of my kids, and I keep them put away up in my cabinet. I feel like it's a good record to have. Personally, I just like to keep one. My state doesn't require it. I'm in the Carolinas. I am not required to keep that, but I like to. It's just one of those things that I like to do for myself, and I like to keep kind of like a schedule and a record type of thing in there for my kids. So it's a really cool thing to have, and it's one of those things too, like after you print it out, you can give a copy to your older kids and say, here you go, this is the order that you've been doing everything. And it's a good visual to have. And one of the cool things you can do too is you can make a copy of it, you can laminate it, and with a dry erase marker, your kids can actually use it as like a checklist that they can kind of mark off each and every day, like the subjects that they do. That way they don't accidentally forget something, because that has happened before. So just a good visual aid, I think, and a cool thing to have for your records if you need it, or even if you don't. It's a great thing to have inside of your records, and you can do some great planning things with that type of list and routine in your teacher book. So this is my teacher book. I have all kinds of really cool things in there for myself and for my homeschool, and just to kind of keep me a little bit more organized. I don't know, I feel a little bit better when I have like my stuff together, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel like I have my stuff together. So do you keep some kind of schedule? Let me know. Like, what are your state regulations? Do you have to keep something like this? Do you have to turn in something like that? I would love to know, like, what do you guys do? Like, what's your state like? My state is not loosey-goosey by any means, but there are some things that we have to do and we have to keep and turn in online, that type of stuff. So I do have to keep some records for my state as of right now. I'm hoping that in the future it'll change, but it probably won't before my youngest graduates. So I just try to be as organized as possible. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and happy homeschooling.